Hi, I'm just going to have a little play around with Mokume gane today, but the difference is I'm using a new colour scheme and I want to play around with a little thing I've been doing at the end because I like the effect. So what I'm using today is 3 pearls. I've got purple, magenta and pearl. I also want to I've got a little bit of pearl. I'm adding a small piece of purple to it because I want a kind of a lilac colour as well. And then I've got sculpy purple pearl here and hematite in Cernit metallics and then translucent. Okay, so I'm going to want 2 of each of these. So it's 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and then 2 with the purple and white to make lilac, so they're all on a number 2 of each. And then I'm going to want, I think, 7 pieces of Cernit translucent. So I'll be back when I've rolled all those out on a number 2, and this is the cutter I'm using. So when I say 2 of each, I mean obviously you use whatever cutter you use. So again with that, it's going to need to be just enough to make 2 cuts. So I'll see you when they're done. Hi, so they're all rolled out on a number 2. So I've got the 4 pearls here. That's the original pearl, the magenta and the purple, and then I mixed a little bit of purple and pearl together, and this colour is just absolutely gorgeous. I just want to see if I can show it to you. Honestly, it's so lovely. Also up here then I've got the metallic hematite and the sculpy pearl purple. Then over here I have got 7 pieces of translucent. They're not all on screen because I need room to work, but there's 7 there for now. We might need some more, we'll see. Now to go along with that, I've just got some foils. I mean, mix and match how you want to do it. I'm just going to show you how I do it. So I've got some silver foil and I've got a little bit of a purple foil. I've also got some mica powders, a glitter in onyx black and silver, and some mica flakes in a purple. And between each layer I'm just going to add different ones and we'll just see what results. So I'm going to start with the black, or the hematite rather, and then onto that I'm going to add a translucent and a silver. I think we'll keep it simple for a minute. So, about right. And don't worry, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, there's the silver. Then I'm going to go for I'm going to go from, I know I started, no, I'm going to go from dark to light. So it's dark, I'm going to go purple next. Add a translucent, and I want to mix and match it up a little bit. So I'm going to try using this rose red, it says, but it looks like a nice purpley pink. See if I can just get a little bit on. Yes, okay. Overdid that a little bit. Never mind. And then I'm going to add the purple pearl by Sculpey. They're not sticking together at the moment, but we'll squash them together when we stretch it out, as happens with Mokume gane so often. Okay, what do I want to add now? I think I'm going to add the onyx black to this. I just need to open it. This is the glitter from Arteza. I think the Arteza glitters and micas are really good. I can't vouch for anything else. I've heard different things, but I do like the glitters and the micas. What are we on now? We've just done that purple, so now I'm going to go to the red, or the magenta. Red. There's nothing red about that. Put this one on top. And cool, just do the silver. Titanium silver this is. Another one not open. I thought I had the holographic, but never mind. There we go. And then we're on to lilac. Oops, just trying to pull it a little bit so it'll hold. It's not doing too bad. It's getting a bit bigger though as I go. Need to home it in a bit. Right, I'm going to add this these purple flakes here. Try not to breathe. And now I'm going to do the pearl. Right, we're going to need some more translucent in a minute, aren't we? So again, don't feel like I want the translucent straight on top of the pearl. I'm going to mix it up a bit. I'm going to put the black on top of the pearl, or the hematite. And then I'll put a pearl. And with that, where is it? This one, I'm just going to add a little bit of this purple foil. Might as well use the rest of it. If I can get it to stick. I'm going to use the purple. And another translucent. I'm going to put on top of this. This is holographic, this one it is. So I've got it here anyway. So I'll just put that there. I'm going to need some translucent now, and there's not much chance of it coming out perfectly clear and clean because I've just put all the other colours through the roller. So bear with me. It doesn't matter too much if it doesn't, because it's all going to be mixed up anyway, isn't it? So it just is what it is. Okay, so that's still a number 2. Purple. Dear me, I need to bring this square in, don't I? Another translucent. I think I'm just going to do another silver here. Bring it in before we put the next piece down. So it's a magenta and another translucent. Some more of these holographic bits here. And then I'm going to add the lilac. And then the last translucent. Sorry, I went off my laptop needs clearing and it was letting me know it was over full, so it turned off. Okay, so let's give me a chance to clear up a bit. Right, I'm just gonna give this a roll this way, turn it over. Oh, there's some colour coming through here, isn't there? I don't know what that is. Do I think that's coming off the foils? Another roll that way, another roll that way. I'm going to roll it that way as well. And repeat on the back. Okay. Now I think I'm only going to cut this once. I'll see how it looks. Okay, place it back on top. Just give it a good little squeeze at this point to make sure that go from the middle out, 1 air bubbles, but 2 so it all starts to grip well, because there was a lot of bits in between each piece that don't marry easily. Let's have a look. Yeah, I'm just going to do it the once. Okay, I mean, do whatever pattern you want on top of this. I'm going to utilise look through your cutters, because there's a lot of cutters that can be used in Mokume gane. See, I'm going to roll at each point when I do something new, and I'm hoping that'll hold it a little bit better, but I don't know. So see if I can make some wings here. What do I need? I need you. Come here, little man. So I'm sure most of you will already know how to do this, but you're just poking holes in to make imprints. What do I want to do around it? Same sort of thing, I think. Okay, so I'm bringing that in now. I'm going to give it a little roll at this point. And then I'm just going to mess it all up for the heck of it. Slightly bigger. Where are you when I need you? Will do. If you push it in and then round it out as well, when you do push it back in, you get more of that rainbow sort of slicey effect. Right, that'll do. I want it nice and patterned. I'm just going to turn it this way and start bringing it back together. The reason I've only cut it once is because I want the translucent quite thick. I like the effect when it's quite thick and the foil shows through, etc., and the nice colours. Okay, I am going to leave that now for a good half an hour and then I'll be back. Hi, I'm back. So, where is my tissue blade? For this one I'm going to use a tissue blade, and I'm just going to, ever since I've started doing these tutorials, it's the first time ever I've started to gather a horrendous amount of scrap. This would normally be my scrap, literally, and now I've got so much of it, but weirdly, because I've been using a lot of metallics and pearls, it's all ended up this sort of dull grey purple colour, but it's perfect for backing. So I've just rolled that out on a number 2, and I'm just going to slice some pieces off of here and place them on there. So I'm just doing some fine pieces at the moment and just build up a pattern however you see fit. I didn't actually leach any of this. It seems alright so far. Going to cut through it and see if there's any different pattern inside. Wrong knife. It might be no different, but no, that's nicer. Okay, I'm going to take from here, which you can do this with Mokume gane anytime you want, because it'll just go back together. I mean, that's the fun of it, isn't it? It's just creates its own magic. Put it back on, and I'm just going to slice a bit of this off to see what's underneath. No, nothing special. Okay. Also going to take from the edges to mix it up a bit. Wondering if it's worth taking anything from any of the sides. See what comes off here. Yeah. It's given me a few little squiggles. Throw a bit of that into the mix. It's quite plain. Right. Take your brought that bit around nicely. I like that. I want some of the less busy bits in there as well. So just fill in the gaps. If I left any. Right, I think that'll do. So I'll give it a little roll to ease it down. Check there's no gaps. There is a little gap there, I can just see it. Just there. You look pretty low. Okay, so now I'm just going to run it through the machine. God, this knife's so hard to see which is the sharp side, and it was, I had the right one. Right. I'll try it on a 0, see how it is. I don't think it's that thick, it's going to have to come down to a 2 anyway. Yeah, I'm going to take it down to a 1. Because it was only a 2 initially, it's just piling the bits on top. Took it back up quite a lot. Okay. Just going to burnish this and see what we've got. Yeah, I think that'll do. Okay, I'm going to have to add another back on this now because I've taken it down to a 2 because we are dealing with a very gloopy clay here. So I'm just going to, actually that might be enough, no it won't. I'll turn it off while I just quickly run another piece through on a number 2. Okay, so I've rolled some more of my scrap clay on a number 2, and then I'm just going to ease this down, try not to let any air bubbles get in there. I don't know if you can see the effects at all. I think it's looking very pretty. Uh-oh, I've got an air bubble there. Don't want you. Shoe cutting out time. Just gonna give it a roll with the roller. What do I want to do? What pattern do I want? I think I'm gonna use this cutter. I like that. Again, I don't want low sides for this because they're standalone. I like them being like this. I'm just looking for certain patterns that, whoops, not very clever with it. There we go. So I see a nice pattern there. And I think I'm going to cut, yeah, about that size, a square there. better there. And another square one there, and that will do. Okay. So see how easily this all comes off. There you go. Now I'm just gonna, I don't know whether I'll dome any or not. I'll have a think. But I shall put them into the oven. Whether I dome them or not, I'll let you know on the other side. I'm not going to get you to sit here and watch while I make my mind up. So at this point, do what you need to with your pieces, and then put them in the oven. And I'm also, when I've put them in the oven, I'm going to do the backs on a number 5 with a texture like I usually do. Just put a number 5 on the back, texture it, and cut around it. I like to do it secondary and not at the same time as I do the front. Okay, so I'll see you when these are baked. Whoa, 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 hold your horses. I'll just turn my light on. I didn't show you the other thing I was going to do. Let me just add this on quickly. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is slice one piece of this off and run it through. First of all, I'll run it through on a 2, and I'm going to up it to a 4, and this, I'm going to go to a 6 and see how that looks. Yep, I'll do. Okay, so I'm just going. I've run this through on a number 6, and I'm placing it on some more scrap clay. This time it's a bit of purple, and I'll see if it being lighter makes any difference. Okay, I'm just gonna cut off the excess. Just use a quick burnish. Right, now you need some foil, and I'm going to add a few different colours on here just to give it a bit of variety when it comes out. Come on, you can break a little bit bigger than that if you like. There's plenty of the silver. And back in you go, I'll sort you out in a bit. Also got some purple here. You could do this in many colours as you like, as long as it complements the main piece. I think that's about it really, isn't it? Oh, hang on. Let's add a little bit of pink. Just because. Don't go crazy, woman. Know when to stop. I want to mostly be covering it. More seriousness. Come on. That'll do. And that will do. Right. Now, I'll take another piece and run that through on a number 6. Don't worry about there being breaks because that'll add to the effect. Just fill in the main bits. But those broken bits will actually look quite good, so I'm not bothered. Okay, give it a roll. Oh, give it a roll with a rolling pin that's had a wet one around it. Will make all the difference. Okay, now I'm just going to pick that up exactly the same and roll it through on a number 2. Actually no, I'm going to roll it through on a 0. I'm actually going to rip away a little bit more if I can. Just very gently, just trying to take little bits off that top layer, just so all the rips aren't in one place. Here we go. It's going to need a little bit translucent there now because that's indented just a little bit too much there. Right, so now I can decide what I want to do with it. So I'll just give it a bit more of a burnish because it's not. Got a little mini spider joining me. I might need to do it with a wet one. I'm having a little bit of trouble getting it to press smooth, which is obviously because it's not taken to the foil properly yet. Oops, there's the mini spider again. Just get him out of the way. I don't want him getting hurt. It's left a nice little pattern on that. That's smooth now. It's much better. I'm just burnishing it with a fresh piece of paper. Okay, so that's basically it, and I'm going to do exactly the same as I did before and just use cutters and put it in the oven and put the backs on, and then I'll see you on the other side. Hi, all done. I decided, because of saving time, I'm finding that the shorter videos are getting watched, the longer ones aren't, so there's no point in me doing longer ones that aren't getting watched because it's not benefiting anyone. So I'm trying to shorten them a bit. So I thought I show how I resin, etc. on other videos. So on this one I thought I'd just show you the finished product. As you know, I put the back on a number 5, which has actually come out as a lovely glittery hematite and doesn't seem to need, I would say it doesn't need any treatment. This one I've simply just sorry, bear with me a minute. Sorry, I just started getting terrible shooting pains in my back and I couldn't ignore it. Yeah, this one here, I just sanded it. I don't have a Dremel, I don't have a buffer, so I just sanded it, and you know, it's nothing. Let me see if, I've got a feeling you might get a better view if I go down to the pieces rather than bring them up to the light. I'm hoping anyway. So that's the varnish one, that's a bit too close. Right, so that's the first one, which I merely sanded. Then these are all the first pattern straight from the Mokume gane. These have all been resined. I haven't added them to anything yet, but I just want you to see how pretty they are. So they've all been resin. I don't know if you could see with the camera, but with my eye I can see lovely depth and layers in it, which is really nice. Then it would have been rude not to do a blended Mokume gane that Clay Boutique created, and I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. I did it with a bit of mica pearl just to put the colours together. I'll put a link to her video underneath. That's my favourite video of every video I've ever watched. Right, these ones are the ones I did afterwards, where I just added the foil. Move these out of the way. Where I added the foil and the pattern over the top, so it gives quite, if you look, it's quite a different effect. So basically I've made all those, still got that left to do a good bit more, and I've got about 4 or 5 I haven't even done yet. So these are the ones that I have done. Okay, so any questions just ask me, but hopefully you can, you know, the resining and sanding you're able to do. Okay, so thank you for watching. Bye.